Let us see. Resonance tube experiment to determine velocity of sound in air. Resonance tube experiment to determine velocity of sound in air. To determine velocity of sound in air. It consists of hollow cylindrical metallic tube open at both ends. It is kept immersed in a glass jar containing water. By raising or lowering the tube, the length of air column can be varied. Length of air column can be varied. It is used to determine velocity of sound in air. By placing vibrating tuning fork near the open end, air column is set into forced vibration. Hence, longitudinal waves are formed. These waves gets reflected from water surface. Thus, incident and reflected wave interferes to form stationary wave. By adjusting the tube, length of air column is made to vibrate in resonance with tuning fork of known frequency at minimum length. Hence, one node one antinode must have been formed. Let L be the length of air column. Therefore, from the figure, L equals to lambda by 4, lambda equals to 4L, therefore V equals to N lambda, so V equals to N into 4L, rearranging in order, V equals to 4NL. Using above formula, velocity of sound can be determined. We have written this or we have not yet? Theory? Hello, we have written the theory?
हाँ सर.
ये theory लिखा है इधर तक V equal to 4NL तक?
हाँ सर.
Okay, ठीक है. इसके बाद 2 लाइन और लिखना है. What is velocity of sound in air? At room temperature, it is 340 meter per second, and at 0 degrees Celsius, that means at NTP, it is 332. So if this value comes at 328, मतलब कुछ तो error है ना इसमें, zero वाला भी match नहीं हो रहा है और ये room वाला भी नहीं match हो रहा है. So experimentally, it is found that this antinode is not exactly at this surface; it is slightly above. So what we took lambda by 4 as this distance L should be L plus something because antinode thoda upar hai. So that something is called end correction, and its value is found to be 0.3 D, where D is internal diameter of the tube. So experimentally, it is found that antinode is not formed exactly at the open end. Not formed exactly at the open end, but slightly above the open end. Hence, correction must be added to the length of air column. This correction is called as end correction. It is given by E equal to 0.3d, where d is internal diameter of tube. Copy this much. Therefore, V equals to 4 N L plus E. So V equals to 4 N L plus 0.3 D. Using above formula, velocity can be determined accurately. Using above formula, velocity can be determined accurately.
Done.
Define end correction and derive define end correction and explain how it can be eliminated. Define end correction and explain how it can be eliminated. Definition is same what I told you just now. Experimentally, it is found that, please write down. Experimentally, it is found that antinode is not formed exactly at the open end. It's not found exactly at the open end, but slightly above the open. Hence, correction must be added to the length of air column. Correction must be added to the length of air column. This correction is called as end correction. It is given by E equal to 0.3D, where D is internal diameter of tube. The D is internal diameter of the tube. Done?
एक मिनट
Now, how to eliminate end correction, that we have to see.
सर वो लास्ट का पार्ट लिखना रह गया।
माइनस टेन
Okay?
हाँ
Now, see how end correction can be eliminated. By adjusting the resonance tube length of air column is made to vibrate in resonance with the tuning fork at minimum length. Hence, one antinode and one node is formed. Let L1 be the vibrating length of air column. Therefore, from the figure, L1 plus E is 1 lambda by 4. By raising the tube, once again, air column is made to vibrate in resonance with same tuning fork. Let L2 be the vibrating length. Therefore, L2 equals to, this total distance will become 3 lambda by 4. So L2 plus E is 3 lambda by 4 equation. Subtracting 1 from 2, we get L2 plus E minus L1 plus E equals to 3 lambda by 4 minus 1 lambda by 4. L2 plus E minus L1 minus E is 2 lambda by 4. Therefore, L2 minus L1 equals to lambda by 2. So, lambda is twice of L2 minus L1. Thus, end correction is eliminated. That means we considered end correction, but by subtraction it got removed. So only by L1, L2 we can get correct lambda, therefore correct velocity. Thus end correction is eliminated. Understood properly? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just draw this diagram and copy till end. एक मिनट खाली डायग्राम ड्रॉ करना, कंसिडर रह गया बोलने के लिए. Right. Consider, sorry, by adjusting resonance tube, by adjusting resonance tube, air column is made to vibrate in resonance with tuning fork at minimum length L1. Therefore, L1 plus E equal to lambda by 4. Therefore, L1 plus E equal to lambda by 4. Next line. By raising the tube, length of air column is once again made to vibrate by raising the tube. The air column is once again made to vibrate in resonance with same tuning fork. Therefore, L2 plus E equal to 3 lambda by 4. Then you can copy from here, subtracting 1 from 2, L2 plus E minus L1 plus E equal to 3 lambda by 4 minus 1 lambda by 4. So last time, thus end correction is eliminated. और इसको बोल दो कि आप लोग को फोन करें, बोलो तो मेरा नंबर ले लो, मेरे को फोन कर, यही है नंबर उसका ना, जैसा ये इसके पास है, परेशान देवंत को लेक्चर के बीच में ले लो इसका नंबर जल्दी। Yes, completed. Hello, completed.
Yes.
Okay. Now just two topics are left out. I've sent you the notes on common group. So don't write this two topics because actually it is deleted from the board. But numericals may be present. So for that I'm explaining. In notes it is given. You have to refer that. Sonometer. Explain construction, working of sonometer. It consists of hollow rectangular wooden box with holes at its side. A thin metallic wire is fixed at one end. It is made to pass over two movable bridges. ऐसा triangular रहता है, this can be moved, and then over pulley kept at other end. A fan is suspended from the free end of the string. By adjusting suitable weight in the fan, tension is created along the string. Tension is created along the string. It is used to find unknown frequency of tuning fork. The tuning fork whose unknown frequency is to be determined is set into vibration by striking it against rubber pad. It is held by stem. If this is tuning fork, this is called stem and this part is called prong. So it is held by stem, placed on the sonometer box near one of the movable bridge. By moving other movable bridge, the vibrating length in resonance is determined by paper rider method. In paper rider method, a small piece of paper is mounted on the string. At resonance, amplitude of vibration is maximum. Hence, paper rider is thrown off. This gives vibrating length L of the string. Now, at resonance, frequency of tuning fork is same as frequency of vibrating string. Therefore, n equal to vibrating string ka frequency. This we know it is P upon 12 root of T by L. Using above formula, unknown frequency of tuning fork can be determined using sonometer. So, a practical mein you will get sonometer box. Okay, clear that explanation? Hello?
Yes, sir.
सबको समझ में आया क्या है सोनोमीटर बॉक्स और यूज क्या है उसका? हेलो, should I explain again? Should I explain again?
No, sir, no.
Meldy's experiment. Meldy's experiment. Now they can ask, in fact, this will not come as a theory, but numerical and practicals में they can. It is used to determine Meldy's experiment. It is used to determine unknown frequency of tuning fork. सोनोमीटर का भी काम वही था, unknown frequency of tuning fork. This used to determine unknown frequency of tuning fork. In this experiment, a string is connected to one prong of tuning fork and made to pass over pulley. It carries span. ये सब नोट में है, इसलिए मैं खाली एक्सप्लेन कर रहा हूं. It carries span at other end. by adjusting weight in the pan, tension is created along the string. The tuning fork is adjusted in two positions. Now let us see what are these two positions in which tuning forks are adjusted. First, longitudinal position or parallel position. In this position, the prongs of tuning fork are made to vibrate parallel to the length of string. It is found that when tuning fork completes two vibration, then string completes one vibration. So if string frequency is tuning fork completes two vibration, then string completes only one vibration. So if string frequency is n, tuning fork will become double. How it becomes double? At the end I will explain again. So in this position, tuning fork is twice the string. N means P upon 12 root of T by M. N equals to P upon L root of T by M. Using above formula, frequency of tuning fork can be determined. Squaring both sides, we get N square equals to P square upon L square T by M. So Tp square is N square L square M. N, L, M are constant. Therefore, Tp square is constant. Therefore, T1 P1 square is T2 P2 square. So if they say in longitudinal position for tension of 5 loops are 10, what will be the loop if tension is 10? So you have to use T1 P1 square is T2 P2 square in Mendy's experiment. Huh? नहीं सभी उधर रखो संतोष, सब उधर रखो, एक ही कॉपी मुझे दो, एक ही देखो, देखने के लिए चाहिए ना। और खाली सैनिटाइजर है क्या अपने पास? सैनिटाइजर है क्या अपने पास? ना तो मैं आपको सैनिटाइजर दूंगा, वो क्लास में रख देना। लाइट नहीं है क्या? ठीक है, ठीक है, और जो चाहिए फिर मैं बोलता हूँ। ओके, yes, understood this longitudinal position वाला concept? Prongs are arranged such that they vibrate parallel to the length of string. Frequency of tuning fork is double the string. Okay, completed it and understood? This entire thing is given in notes, so if you don't write चलेगा, बोर्ड के लिए निकाल दिया है, but entrance के लिए है। Can I clear this to explain second position? Hello, can I clear this to explain second one?
sir.
Okay. Second is transverse or perpendicular position. In this position, prongs of tuning fork are made to vibrate perpendicular to the length of string. In this position, frequency of tuning fork is same as string. अभी ये self explanatory है. Imagine when prong moves inward, string will move inward. Prong moves outward, string साथ में ऊपर नीचे होएगा. So frequency is same in this position. Frequency of string is P upon 2L root of T by N. Using above formula, unknown frequency can be determined. Now squaring both sides, we get N square equals to P square upon 4L square T by M. So Tp square is 4N square L square M. 4 N L are constant, so Tp square is constant. Therefore T1 P1 square is T2 P2 square. That means whether it is longitudinal or transverse, always T1 P1 square will be T2 P2 square. Next part. Show that number of loops in transverse position is twice the number of loops in longitudinal position for same setup. So let P1 comma P2 be the number of loops. P1 comma P2 be the number of loops in transverse position and longitudinal position respectively. P1, P2 be the number of loops in transverse position and longitudinal position respectively. In transverse position, n equal to n. So it is P1 upon 2a root of T by n equation. In longitudinal, n equal to 2l. Therefore, it is P2 upon 2l root T by n equation. So from 1 and 2, P1 upon 2l root T by m equals to P2 upon L root T by m. Root T by m, root T by m, L can. So P1 is twice P2. Thus number of loop in transverse is twice the number of loop in longitudinal. So we examine how that frequency becomes double in longitudinal position. In longitudinal position, prongs are made to vibrate parallel to the length of string. When prongs are at rest, string will be at rest as shown in the figure. When prongs move outward, then string sags, मतलब lose हो जाता है. and bends downward as shown in figure C. When the prongs are pulled inward, string again get straightened as shown in figure C. Once again, when prong moves outward, now because from downward it is moving upward, then due to inertia it moves upward and becomes curved upper side as shown in figure D. Again, when prongs are pulled inside, it becomes straight. When moved outside, अभी नीचे नीचे का tendency में it moves up, downward as shown in figure. So from the above figure, it is seen that tuning fork is completing. देखो ट्यूनिंग फोर्क इधर से स्टार्ट हो गया, आउटवर्ड इनवर्ड आउटवर्ड एक ऑसिलेशन, इनवर्ड आउटवर्ड completes 2 oscillation tuning fork, whereas string goes downward, mean, upward, mean, फिर से डाउनवर्ड, एक ही बार एक ऑसिलेशन कंप्लीट किया. Thus when tuning fork completes 2, string completes 1. So when string completes n, tuning fork will complete 2n, hence we wrote n equals to 2n. So this completes Meldis experiment. सोनोमीटर, अभी लास्ट का 3 डेफिनेशन ये भी नोट्स में है, यू हैव टू रीड. व्हाट आर फ्री वाइब्रेशन, फोर्स्ड वाइब्रेशन एंड रेजोनेंस. देखो नाम है फ्री वाइब्रेशन, मतलब आएगा जाएगा. आप लोग को क्लास पता है कि अपना किधर है? साहिल,
हाँ सर.
अपना क्लास किधर है वो पता है क्या आपको?
हाँ सर.
मतलब एक बार एड्रेस दिया तो बार बार देने का जरूरत नहीं है, आप फ्रीली आएंगे जाएंगे आएंगे जाएंगे. दैट टाइप ऑफ वाइब्रेशन इज कॉल्ड फ्री वाइब्रेशन. हेलो, हाँ, मतलब क्या है? हाँ, जो किया अभी उसको कुछ नहीं कर सकते, जैसा है उसको रहने दो, वो ही दे दो. 2 कॉपी एक्स्ट्रा भी होगा एक उसमें. सुनो मैं जो बोल रहा हूँ पहला, अभी एक तो आपको उधर से समझ में नहीं आएगा, मैं बोलूंगा आप समझेगा नहीं, फिर क्या मतलब है टाइम पास करके. 2020 का यूनिवर्सल होगा 2 कॉपी, तो हाँ वो 2 कॉपी अलग है, मतलब बाकी सबसे अलग है, और बाकी अपना डीपीपी है, मतलब डेली प्रैक्टिस पेपर. तो 50 कॉपी डेली प्रैक्टिस पेपर होगा और 2 अलग होगा, तो वो 2 अलग और एक डीपीपी, ये 3 चाहिए. डीपीपी एक यार, 3 क्या करूंगा मैं, क्या बोल, सुनते भी नहीं समझते भी नहीं है क्या. डीपीपी एक और वो 2 कॉपी, 3 मतलब टोटल नंबर 3. क्या समझा आपको, कुछ समझा? कैसे टाइम पास कर रहे हैं? हाँ, हाँ, हाँ. सो एक बार एड्रेस दिया, फिर आप अपना मर्जी से आते जाते आते जाते, फ्री वाइब्रेशन. अभी एक बच्चा है वो फोर्सफुली आया है क्लास में, तो एक लेक्चर ध्यान से सुनता है, सेकेंड लेक्चर उसका दिमाग खराब हो जाता है, अचानक बोलता है सर बहुत पेट दुख रहा है, आई वांट टू गो. तो सर ने बोला ठीक है गो. थर्ड लेक्चर आया, बोला सर बहुत सर दुख रहा है, आई वांट टू गो. फिर सर ने बोला यस गो. फोर्थ डे बोला सर माय स्टमक एंड हेड बोथ आर एकिंग, आई कैन नॉट वेट. सर ने बोला ओके प्लीज गो. फिफ्थ डे वो आया नहीं, सिक्स डे भी नहीं आया, सेवेंथ डे सर ने फोन लगाया करता कि आपका बच्चा क्लास में नहीं आ रहा है. तो पेरेंट्स बोले जाता टाइम पे है, आता भी टाइम पे है, टिफिन भी खा के आता है, तो किधर जाता रहेगा। डैडी को समझ गया, इसको जबरदस्ती भेजा था हम लोग, इसको बीच बीच में डोज का जरूरत है, मतलब एक्सटर्नल पीरियोडिक फोर्स था। तो जैसे ही वो घर पे आया, डैडी के पास एक लकड़ी था, बजाया सर पे, वाइब्रेशन पे आ गया वो। तो उसको समझ में आ गया नहीं रोज जाने का है। लेकिन वो तो कुत्ते का दुम, टेढ़ा का टेढ़ा रहेगा, मतलब बीच बीच में उसको डोज का जरूरत है, मतलब एक्सटर्नल पीरियोडिक फोर्स का जरूरत है, दैट इज कॉल्ड फोर्स वाइब्रेशन। एग्जाम्पल, एयर कॉलम in a pipe closed at one end is set into vibration with the help of external periodic force by tuning fork. Tuning fork हटाया तो इसका वाइब्रेशन बंद हो जाएगा. So forced vibration vibrates with damped amplitude. Its amplitude goes on decreasing. Periodically, it should be subjected to external periodic force. अभी वो forced वाला धीरे धीरे आने लगा क्लास में. तो एक दिन ऐसा आया कि स्टार्टिंग से उसको चैप्टर मिल गया. नाउ ही स्टार्टेड अंडरस्टैंडिंग. तो टीचर से बार बार क्वेश्चन पूछने लगा. लाउड साउंड इज हर्ड, मतलब उसका फ्रीक्वेंसी और टीचर का फ्रीक्वेंसी मैच हो गया. सो व्हेन अ बॉडी इज सब्जेक्टेड टू फोर्स्ड वाइब्रेशन एंड फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ द टू मैचेस, then loud sound is heard. This phenomenon is called as resonance. Okay, clear meaning of free, forced and resonance? Hello? Hello? Hello?
हेलो हेलो हेलो
Meaning of free and forced resonance clear?
हेलो. हाँ सर.
Okay. अभी distinguish between harmonic and overtone पूछा तो कैसे लिखें? Harmonics are integral multiple of fundamental frequency. They may or may not be present. Like in closed pipe, n के बाद 3n आ गया, second वाला missing है, इसलिए हम लोग बोलते हैं they may or may not be present. In overtone, they are frequencies other than fundamental frequencies. They are always present. मतलब 1 के बाद 2 ही ओवरटोन है, 3 ओवरटोन है, and so on. Then what are progressive wave and stationary wave? Progressive wave transfers the energy, stationary wave cannot. Progressive wave is of the type crest trough, and stationary wave has alternate antinode and node. In progressive wave, particles vibrate with same amplitude. Stationary wave, they vibrate with different amplitude. In progressive wave, all succeeding particle lags in phase with preceding. In stationary wave, in same segment, particles are in same state. In adjacent segment, they are in opposite state. So this completes our chapter, stationary wave. Now in book, it is not stationary wave. It is 2 chapter combined superposition of wave. I am doing just one numerical, then we'll stop today. Next class onwards, we will be doing numericals of wave motion, stationary wave together, because in the book it is given together. And then after completing numerical MCQs, so as I told, by September we will be completing everything. We are properly to the target. थर्मोडायनेमिक्स थोड़ा बड़ा चैप्टर है, उसको टाइम लगेगा, तो बहुत स्लो जाना पड़ेगा. Now from textbook I am doing numerical. You all have the textbook at home?
Yes sir.
Okay. अभी मैं इसमें से रिवर्स जा रहा हूं. 24th सम नंबर है. अब प्लीज टेक्स्ट बुक्स में देख लेना घर पे, अगर अभी सामने नहीं है तो। आई एम जस्ट रीडिंग द सम नंबर, इट इज 24, पेज नंबर 157। क्वेश्चन आई एम नॉट डिक्टेटिंग, चलेगा ना? क्या डिक्टेट करो? हेलो हेलो,
Yes, sir.
everybody has textbook or you want me to dictate this question? The string of a guitar is 80 centimeter long. The string of guitar is 80 centimeter long and has a fundamental frequency of 112 hertz. If guitarist wishes to produce a frequency of 160 hertz, where should the person press the string? So string of guitar is 80 centimeter long. That time it gives fundamental frequency. So original length total 80. Then it has got fundamental frequency of 112 hertz. If he wish to produce frequency of 160 hertz, where he must touch the string, that means what should be his vibrating length? Now we know that N and L are inversely proportional. ये मालूम है ना, N is inversely proportional to L. So N1 upon N2 will be L2 by L1. Therefore, N1 is 112 upon 160 equals to L2 upon 80. 80 into 2 is 160. 112 upon 2 is 56 centimeter. L2 equals to 56 centimeter. He will hear the sound of 160 hertz. Completed? Now complete it fast. L2 equal to 56 centimeter. Tomorrow there is no test for you all. Test I will take directly on Sunday. Topic will be complete EMI. And this Sunday onwards, who are not submitting the paper, they will not be allowed to attend the lecture.
सर सर ये संडे को मत रोको ना, गणपति है।
हाँ गणपति है, बराबर है। टेस्ट अब मंडे तक सबमिट करोगे? नहीं रखता हूँ, बराबर नहीं रखता हूँ। ओके, दिस संडे नो टेस्ट। बट आपने तो पहला भी संडे का नहीं दिया।
सर भेजा मैंने।
किधर
उसी
भेजा
दिन
मैंने?
भेज दिया था
आपका पेपर में चेक किया, मुझे मिला ही नहीं किधर भी।
सर। मैंने मॉम की इससे भेजा था, ईमेल आईडी से।
अभी ऐसा अलग अलग ईमेल आईडी से भेजेंगे तो कैसे समझेगा? और ईमेल
तो
आईडी
सर
से
मैं
बोला ही नहीं था, मैंने बोला था पीडीएफ में पोस्ट करना। अभी ईमेल कैसे? अभी हर चीज तो चेक नहीं कर सकते ना। व्हाट्सअप चेक करे, ईमेल चेक करे, क्या क्या चेक करे? क्या इधर पढ़ा है? पीडीएफ में यू हैव टू राइट दैट एंड सेंड ईमेल। See, all of you are instructed. Test you will write, convert in PDF and then send me so that I can correct and return. अभी खाली 5 पेपर मुझे मिला है, अनुष्का ने भी नहीं दिया। अनुष्का, यू गिव टेस्ट? अनुष्का,